commentary box for our first doubles match of the competition, where Scott Frost is alongside Michael McMullen.
You'll never walk alone. The song so associated with Liverpool. They're currently second in the Premier League table. It was USA who came off second best in that opening team match for the first time since 2018.
Would you please do it again? It's too close.
But of course it's all about leading at the end of the opening night. That's the priority here on this Wednesday evening in North London.
I think you should do it again because it's too close.
And in the last 5 stagings of the team match, the winners of it have only gone on to win the cup once. Indeed, it's the same for leading after the opening night. The last 5 times we've seen that opening team match, it was only last year that the side who win it went on to lead going to bed on the first night. So still plenty of time for it all to turn around. Scott Frost, that was the first Mosconi Cup match you've ever witnessed.
Michael,
what a way to start.
Thank you.
Honored to be here. This is an absolutely gripping scene. And if we'll notice what just happened there, both players lagged. Desi said it was a even lag, or they were both almost identical, so they had them re-lag, and Van Boening came up a little bit short. Shaw broke the balls with a real nice opening so far. Looks like the pink 4 could be a little trouble.
It was only a couple of months ago these two shared perhaps the most memorable moment we've seen on the World Nineball Tour this year. That incredible finish, the Hanoi Open, thousands of people there chanting their names. Ouschan and Shaw, rivals that night. And in this instance, teaming up. Perhaps the only event that can compete with the Hanoi Open, and perhaps even better it in terms of crowd atmosphere.
He's got the 3-7 combination here. He's got to hold the cue ball. It lays real nice. He's used all the pocket there, but that counts. It's actually pretty steep on the 3. He could come 2 rails out or 3 rails long. He's got to get to the pink 4. Yes, Michael, he's chosen to come 2 rails tight to the pink 4. He's got a nice angle here. He could stop the cue ball right there. Jayson Shaw saying you could kill it dead, meaning stop the cue ball.
Yeah, so the 4 ball goes a little bit down.
Okay. Extension.
But
Extension.
Jason, whatever you
regular
feel comfortable
partners
with.
in the Mosconi Cup, these two. They've played doubles together 5 times in the past, and they've proved a formidable pairing. They won all of their first 3. The last 2 occasions they've played together, they've lost them both, but hill both times.
This has become a little interesting here. I believe it passes the 9, but he's pretty steep, right? So he's going to have to figure out whether he can get position on the green 6. The cue ball is going to travel up table. He's going to have to be concerned about the 8 ball. Can he hold the cue ball? I believe he's missed this, Michael. Did he get away with it?
Well, mistakes, misses, scratches, being punished is such a key factor in that absorbing team match that we saw.
Yeah.
The Americans have a chance to do it here.
Play it harder.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of a problem. It's the yellow and black 9. Can he go to the bottom rail? I don't believe so. I think he's going to have to go to the left side rail. Styer looking on. Yeah, so he's looking to play the pink 4 up, maybe behind the 9. Otherwise, is there a chance that he goes for this ball? It's caught up too thin, Michael. and he's left a real good shot.
Play it with a little bit inside, come back across.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you can.
But his
Yeah.
night so far. And that miss on the 9 on the very first rack of the opening team match.
Yeah, and sometimes you want to question who should go first for Team USA there. Van Boening making a great run and missed the 9 by rolling it. Ooh, Ouschan uses all of the pocket there, Michael.
Everything's so tough tonight, isn't it? There are no easy shots out there. Everything is such a psychological challenge. So the door was opened a bit for the Americans. Shane Van Boening wasn't able to make a tough shot. And so the initiative was handed back to the home pairing in this one. Good night so far for Albin Ouschan. He's continued it there by potting the winning 9-ball to give Europe the lead in this, our first doubles match of the Mosconi Cup. And we were told smiling at the moment. Shane Van Boening, you talked there about all the years he's played in the Mosconi Cup, equaling the record this year of playing in 17, and they're all 17 in a row. Johnny Archer, the only other American who played 17 Mosconis, they were all in successive years as well, and the only other player on either team to have played in that many. It's a non-consecutive run from Ralph Souquet. It's a record Shane Van Boening will surely claim all for himself next year and possibly go on to play in as many as 25 or 30. But it's not been a successful tournament for him over the years. He's been on the winning side 3 times, and it's not been his night so far. But it's his younger partner who starts us off in the second rack.
Styer breaks the balls, and if you want anybody breaking the balls for Team USA, it's definitely Styer. He's lost the cue ball just a bit. Notice the 1 going straight in, and that's ideal. Would like a better kiss out into the center of the table.
Push out, coach.
Van Boening calling a push or a rollout. He will utilize this by rolling the cue ball wherever he would like. It's the opposition's option on whether to take the shot or give it back. No harm, no foul there. The captain, Jeremy Jones, who I do not envy, has had an extremely difficult few years, and what an exceptional job he has done, in my opinion.
2 rails down makes no sense because it's open.
Yeah, 100%. If you go play 2 rails back to there, the cue ball's open anyway. I can't get down the 3.
Yeah,
You sure?
I think he's going to go for it.
You sure, or we go for it? 28 seconds, mate.
You want to go for it? Or should I go for it?
Yeah, if you want, don't matter. Extension.
The lighthearted communication amongst these guys is second to none, Michael.
They look so relaxed, and about you, Scott, but I certainly felt when the captains were talking before the match, it was Ralph Eckert, despite it being his first time, who looked by far the more relaxed of the two. Oh, and for a moment there, he was delighted at what his player had just done. Fine effort to top the two. Bad luck to follow it with a scratch.
Yeah, that's exactly right, Michael. He actually caught the
right on
rail
the point,
first
you know
there,
that?
just a fraction, which is hard to do, and pot the ball. This is a big, big rack for USA.
You could see in the replay there, the way Shaw jumped up from the table, his body language suggested he knew straight away the scratch was a possibility. Now the Americans have got to make it count for something.
And Boening playing the 4 in his dreaded pocket. I think he is clear of the purple 5. Gonna have to play the 7-9 combination possibly here. It all depends on where he lands on the 6. You would like to think that they could play the 7 in the top right corner. Looks pretty flat here, Michael, meaning he's going to probably have to just go forward and take their medicine and play the combination. Well, he does have an angle. Now, this was pretty nicely done, although Styer's semi-straight in and contending with elevation over the 9. All ball fouls, meaning touching any ball with any part of your body or cue, if it's not your tip, is a foul. Look how close he is to the 9.
And he followed it in. Wow, you just wouldn't have thought it was possible with the amount of pace that was still in the cue ball that it could make contact with the 7 and the 7 not drop in. That's astonishing.
It seems to be the story of the match so far, Michael. If these balls drop, a lot of things change.
And the 7, 8, 9 run out to finish. So routine. Ouschan delivers a 2-0 lead for the Europeans in this match. You look back to last year, Scott, Shane van Boening didn't fare well in his singles matches, but he was wonderful in the doubles. He won all 4 of them. You look back over the years, it's not been great from the Mosconi, but he always seems to have done much better in the doubles. His record is pretty even. We look at this extraordinary 7 again. Whereas in the singles, he's lost a lot more matches than he's won over the years in Mosconi. Do you think that's because of that burden you were talking about, that he feels it so much when he's out there on his own, the way the team is looking to him to lead them on the table?
Absolutely, Michael. I know Shane very well. We've talked on and off the table, and the weight that he's carried over the years is something you can't put into words. That's all I can really say about that. I feel like at this moment in time, though, you've got to explain to him that, look, man, just play pool. The pressure is off of you. We've got these youngsters coming up, and it's their time now. Just do your job.
So Albin Ouschan's job is to break off in the 3rd rack. He's hit 1 break-off shot already in this Mosconi Cup during the team match, and it was golden.
Thank you. The 3rd rack, Team Europe to break, laid in by 2 racks to 0. Thank you.
There we see the one ball dropping.
Yeah.
Like it's on a string. The 2 is a problem. But the legend of the arena is at the table. He always seems to figure something out.
I know.
He became a legend in this arena by totting the winning 9-ball in his debut here at the Palace back in 2016, Shaw.
Maybe try and bank it across there and back across and go here.
It's just important to have it on the rail.
Yeah, I know that.
See, it's all about the cue ball.
Yeah, I know.
I want to push.
Yeah. Got nothing else, mate? Push. Push.
Push out, coach.
Interesting call here, Michael. Pushing is usually rare when you're this close to the object ball.
Extension.
Extension, coach.
You think here or here?
If I play it over here, we can cross bank the 2 up and down and go back that way.
Yeah. Just looking at. Yeah, here's not much to do.
Yeah, I think here.
No, it's all right.
Here.
I like what Shaw's saying. If you go to the right, towards the brown 7, it leads to a possibly easy safety behind the 4. Here, this forces USA to do something more aggressive.
I love the psychology of the push out and everything that goes into it, trying to figure out what the players are thinking. Ordinarily, we don't know for sure because we can't read their minds, but here, of course, hearing them talk about it, it's such an insight into all the decisions that have to be made.
Well, something interesting, Michael, is I didn't really hear any communication between Tyler and Van Boening right here during this inning.
Good shot.
Watch the cue ball, Michael.
His night just goes from bad to worse.
Start the clock, please.
It's like we're seeing his Mosconi Cup career summed up over the last hour or so.
And you can almost feel what's going through his mind if you have any sense of his energy. It's kind of cold-blooded to get through the 3 and 9 there.
That's exactly what I was going to say. If you tried to do that, it would be so hard to do. All he needed was a flick off either of them, stop the cue ball, and he doesn't scratch. But amazing to find that tiny gap.
Yeah, Mama, your first draw shot like this.
Yeah, these guys are just really lighthearted in their conversations. Of course, that could have something to do with the score, but I don't feel it's that way. I feel like they've always been lighthearted.
Almost counted against him there. He seemed a little too casual the way he played that shot, but it's turned out fine. It's a rematch, this actually, from last year. Van Boening and Styer have played 3 doubles matches together in Mosconi's past. They've won 2 of them, and the most recent of those was against Ouschan and Shaw last year. That was the match that made it 3-1 to the Americans at the end of day 1, 12 months ago.
This is okay. He's a little flatter than he liked to have been, but Ouschan can either punch 2 rails out or just 1 rail up with a pinch of inside English. And the crowd here definitely quiet for their hometown team. This is a bit heavy-handed, but it'll be okay.
To the first match of the night. We may yet get one in this. But at the moment, it's all Europe. And Albin Ouschan again delivers the winning 9. The European pair leading their American opponents 3-0.
To know that I'm the one, 'cause I can do things but you better get in the zone. If you want to make it, then you can take it, but you better get in the zone.
Folks, it's all over. Steve Davis brings the Mosconi Cup home to the shores of Europe with the drop of this 9-ball.
Yes! Gary! Bob tag! President Bush! Are you watching in the White House? Are you watching on the West Coast and the East Coast? Are you watching in Manila? And Brennan the boys! Because Europe has got the Mosconi for the second time!
Even with all the success he had on the snooker table, where he's world champion 6 times, Davis regards that as one of the best moments of his career in Q Sports.
Thank you.
Holding the winning ball in the Mosconi Cup. He played in 11 of them. Shane van Boening is playing in his 17th, but so far it's not going well. And it just got a bit worse, Scott.
Yeah, he needed a ball to drop there. The 7 could cause the 3 a few problems, maybe the 6. Everything is wide open, though. The 1 leads to the 2. And Van Boening needs a lifeline. Could it be Tyler Styer? These guys are far from out of it.
You want me to play it?
Yeah, get your extension, have a look.
Close to
Grab
the
your
American
extension,
captain,
have a
Jeremy
look.
Jones. I know JJ was very much his corner
Mine's a
man.
shot, though.
Milton Keynes
So who's playing it now?
on his way to the World Championship for the first time, around about 18, 19 months ago. And you just look at Van Boening at the moment, I can't help feeling Jeremy's got to go and have a word with him after this, because the body language is all wrong. It's not sending a good message to the rest of the team.
Well, you said it there, Michael. And when Shane missed the 9 early on, his arms started to cross. He closed his body off a little bit. And you could sense the negativity all the way from up here. Not picking on Shane by any means.
Yeah.
Because he can still do it. It's just kind of what's happening.
Jayson Shaw playing in his 8th Mosconi Cup. He's now tied 5th most appearances for Europe, and he now joins Darren Appleton on 2nd most Mosconi's played in for a British player, behind only the man we were talking about, and indeed saw a moment ago, Steve Davis.
Well, and a nice little rub on the 3 there, just what the doctor ordered. Ouschan really just has to pocket the 3 here.
Yes, Bobby.
Need a nice angle.
Just in the middle.
Yeah.
As Shaw said, just in the middle. Albin says, yeah, well, that's what they'll do.
Perfect.
And a perfect angle, 1 rail up to the 6. And the bleeding doesn't seem to stop at any point in this rack. Everything wide open, leading to one another, Michael.
Here,
okay.
I mean, you can also leave it here.
Just notice the difference between the two
or
pairings
maybe
out
leave
there
you closer,
at
you
the
could
moment.
pour it and just follow
How relaxed these two are, how comfortable they are. Compare that to the Americans in their chairs. Tension written all over their faces.
I don't want to go forward because it dies.
Jones would have just told them how important it was to get a good
I can get
start.
you out if you want me to.
Yeah, but you've got to go almost here.
Okay.
So I
Going the opposite way.
It's up to you.
I agree, Michael, but even though the start is patchy, this match is such a long ways from over. I would definitely be interested to see how Jones handles this. Ouschan looking to draw out into the center. A little snatchy there. Shaw going to be over the 9, Michael.
And a run out that looked routine and straightforward suddenly has a little complication thrown into it. And that complication has not been overcome.
Is it time for the USA to get a ball or 2 to hang? For them to have an easy run.
It's okay.
Oftentimes, these situations can be as tough as anything. He's going to have to come off the thin left side of this 8, I believe, and you've got to catch this ball thinner than you think. It's all about the cue ball speed. Oh, he's hit it pretty nicely, Michael.
Yeah, that shot coming in and out of the jaws like that. It's always so much harder than it might appear, but he's negotiated it well, and Shane van Boening can start turning around his night right here. Look for all the world, like the Europeans were going to the hill, but they left themselves with work to do on the 8, missed it, and the Americans are off and running. I bet their captain's feeling a lot happier now. Let's find out. He's talking to Ashley.
Yes, I think he will be feeling a lot happier. You're back in the game. How much did you need that?
Well, I wouldn't call it needed, but it's nice to get. SVB knocks a 9-ball in, so, hopefully that'll settle him a little bit, get him going.
It's a huge crowd in here tonight. How much is it about settling the nerves?
Yeah, I think you could tell both teams, all 10 were a little nervous in that opener, and that's how it is at the Mosconi Cup. That's why, you got those races of 5 and the short matches each day that can make you think, get a little quick, get a little speedy, right? So you got to realize it's a long-term thing.
And we're still only on match 2. We've got a few more matches left to come. What can we expect from the rest of your team?
Well, yeah, just keep working on what we've been working on. I mean, the way the balls go down, you do your job, you're going to win or lose. That's just how it is. And if the little thing's on our side and we do what we're supposed to, we're in a good position.
Well, let's see how this one plays out, shall we? Thanks, JJ.
That's right.
The doubles were so evenly matched last year in the States. 52 doubles racks played. Europeans won 26, the Americans won 26. Certainly wasn't evenly matched early on. Just because something looks like being a turning point, certainly doesn't mean it's going to be. The Europeans have the advantage of the break here as they look look to turn it back in their favour again.
A nice little interview there with the great Jeremy Jones. Like I said, I don't envy his position. He's doing the best he can with the tools he's got. Jayson Shaw breaks the balls and makes several snookered on the 3. Very close to scratching there. At least I believe he is snookered. They're talking about a push. Players are mic'd up.
What do you think?
You think you could play the 3 into the bottom rail, stop it with a 6 and stop behind the 9?
There you have it, Michael. He's straight to the ball.
Just broke off to hear what they were saying there, but it's normally Shane Van Boening who's got the reputation, the man sitting in the other corner, 3 or 4 balls down off the break. Shaw making 3 there.
Chip the 3 over there,
somewhere
but
for
it's not
them.
going to do anything.
It's only the combo or the safety, like we said.
What do you feel? I think playing the safety is better though, because you got more chance of getting behind the 9.
Well, what Shaw's talking about there's the percentages of the defensive play versus the offensive play. Although the combo looks pretty good.
Beautiful.
There you have it, Michael. Jayson Shaw coaching his teammate to the correct shot, clearly.
And after the disappointment of the way the last rack finished, Europeans trying to get their American opponents right back under pressure here at the start of rack 5.
Pressure they have applied. Van Boening wants to catch the top side of this 3. Obviously, anything below center could lose the cue ball in the lower right corner. He does need to make contact with the red 3 first for it to be legal, and then contact a rail. Unless he plays 2 rails below, there's nothing wrong with that. He could get some distance or separation. That's what he's elected to do.
Shane Van Boening must wish he could rewind and start this night again.
Yeah, Michael, and I think it all goes back to the decision on the very first 9-ball that he shot, where he typically isn't going to roll it, and he got a little unconfident or inconfident when he shot it, and instead of just punching it a little bit, he rolled it, hit it fat, he missed it, and has that set the tone for Van Boening?
Yeah, he would have come into this Mosconi probably feeling more confident about his chances of being on the winning team than he has for some years. We've talked about the factor of Federal Gorst being on the American side now. Skylar Woodward's had a good year. Tyler Styer's more experienced. I just wonder, as he come in with so much expectation on himself, he's finding it all very stifling.
Yeah, and Shaw starting to thump the back of that pocket now. He's loosening up. You can tell that back arm is real comfortable. So a little straight here.
Back here. That's fine.
Draw?
Yeah.
Shaw telling him maybe to come to the short side. This is a little touchy with speed. Speed's got to be accurate here.
Shots on.
Go, Jay.
Nicely done.
Yeah, couldn't really have done it any better. Setting everything up for the 8 that was going to lead inevitably and naturally to a routine 9. So they gifted it to the Americans in the previous rack. But the lead of 3 racks is restored. And Ralph Eckert is a very happy man. His team are on the brink of leading this Mosconi Cup 2-0. But look at that body language there. Not a word between them. Shane Van Boening looking away. Tyler Styer, yes, he tends to look quite intense anyway. But that's not what you want to see.
No, it's not, Michael. It is not what you want to see.
And now Styer is going to come out and break in the next rack. The Americans knowing they're going to have to win all 4. And look at this, Jayson Shaw, he's loving this. He's on such a high after that win in the Hanoi Open. If there was ever going to be a place where he would win his first matchroom individual title, you felt that was going to be it. He went in playing well. And of course, the atmosphere there was so similar to what he always thrives on in the Mosconi. Ralph Eckert, such a proud night for him. He's been around the European pool scene for so long. He was a winner of a big event in Turkey almost a quarter of a century ago now. Never made it to the highest level as a player, but renowned as a coach. Brought in to replace Alex Lely when he decided it was time to move on. And his opening night in the job is going very nicely so far.
Thank you. Rack 6. Team
Well,
USA
they battled
break,
back,
rated
ultimately
by Rack 1.
fruitlessly. In the opening team match, the Americans need to respond from an even tougher position now. Styer to break, 4-1 down.
He's got that cue ball low again. Almost a golden break, Michael. Almost.
Yeah, you could see it was heading towards that, but the path it was on, it always looked like it was going to be high. You never know for sure.
What I was thinking about, Michael, is though they have to change this energy around. It's early on night 1. You've got several days of play. You're going to get to shoot again. You're going to be straight in sooner or later. Get over it and move on. The 6 needs to get out of the way. It has. But it's kind of blocked the bank. He could have played the combination bank.
What do you like?
I think he can go for it.
Thin?
On the side.
Thin?
Keep over here.
Extension.
There we have a little communication between Van Boening and Styer, which is direly needed, in my opinion. He told Styer to go for it. Needs the cue ball behind the brown 7. There's a look at the cap. Jeremy Jones. Big shot here, Michael.
Nothing wrong with his nerve tonight, is there? Came with that really good 9-ball during the team match. Cueing from more or less where the cue ball is right now, as it happens. Delivering another good one under pressure there.
Yeah, Styer looks really good, and I guess you can attribute that to his almost flawless fundamentals. Kind of cinching that ball. Styer quite thin on this 6. Should be okay. A pinch of inside. He's got options. I think they want to run out here. Anywhere in the center of the table. He chose to come to rails.
Well, the 9 didn't quite drop off the break. By going that close, it created the opportunity for the 7-9 combination. So the Americans are still punching in this one. Still a long way to go if they're to turn it round. They trail 4-2.
If you want to make it, then you can take it, but you better get in the zone.
Wait, when, sorry?
If you want to make it, then you can take it, but you better get in the zone.
Welcome back to Alexandra Palace and the Mosconi Cup. One great documentary to tell you about that is available now for you on Sky Documentaries. Stasi FC tells you the story of the East German Secret Service's dramatic control of Berliner FC Dynamo. Do make sure you check that out. Available now on Sky Documentaries. Here at the Palace, though, Team Europe are on the hill as they hunt their second point in this year's Mosconi Cup. Let's rejoin Scott Frost and Michael McCullough.
Albin Ouschan had that golden break in the opening team match. Technically, that's a break and run, but the first conventional break and run didn't arrive until the last rack. It was delivered by the Americans. They still need to win another 3. And it's Ouschan breaking here. Rack 7.
And I think every rack is vital for USA, win or lose this particular set. Watch the cue ball. Nice kiss by the Brown 7, but they are elevated. And I think we're going to be looking at a rollout here.
A terrible beginning.
Or can they play the 2-3 combination?
You cannot give it
No,
back.
you gotta go for
You cannot
it.
play safe, you gotta go for it.
Looks like it can be squeezed.
Let's go, Paul.
But the position of the cue ball doesn't exactly help.
Yeah, I agree. The angle is correct.
30
they can
seconds.
hit the pro side of the 2 here.
Go,
and
Paul.
pot the 3, and if anybody's going to do it, it's the legend of the arena, the Scotsman. How has he done here? I am a player first and a fan second, and I do not discriminate. I will give credit where it's due, and that is an excellent shot by Mr. Shaw.
And again, just look at the difference in the mood. Van Boening sitting there, Shaw rutting the crowd up. Doing a little jiggle there as he played the previous shot. It's a bit of a nightmare for the Americans so far, on and around the table.
I feel like they can come back. It's still early. All they need to do is get 1 set under their belt. Could it be the next set? And if that's the case, it's all it takes for the Americans to get back in this match. But it doesn't look good here. Shaw's got this down anywhere in the center of the table. For the purple 5, he feels comfortable playing the cue ball 2 rails out.
And you think back to a few racks ago when they made that positional error, which ultimately cost them that rack when it looked as though it was going 4-0, barring an uncharacteristic error of that nature. This looks so straightforward.
Quite literally, Michael.
Albin Ouschan, such a great doubles player. We know about his record in the World Cup with Austria, twice winners. 3 times he's played in the final. They had a good run again this year, and his doubles record in the Mosconi. He's won twice as many matches as he's lost over the years. It all speaks for itself. He's going to add to that formidable record in a couple of shots' time here, it would seem. So Albin Ouschan, Pottert, going in Nineball in the opening team match tonight. He's done it again in our first doubles of the 2023 Mosconi Cup. And Europe are off to a flyer here. Ouschan and Shaw have beaten Boening and Styer by 5 racks to 2. 11 is the target. Europe have already got 2 on the board, and they are singing Jayson's song. Ralph Eckert coming out to congratulate his star man. What an opportunity for Eckert to lead this team. It's the same team that won it last year. So many established Mosconi legends in the team. So great moments for Jayson Shaw and Albin Ouschan, and Ashley is going to hear how they delivered that second point for the holders.
I hope so anyway. Jayson, sorry, I know the fans want to wear, but so do I. Congratulations. Do you want me to hold them? Have you got a second? Great. He's the man on the move. Albin, I'll speak to you first. Congratulations. 2 games from 2. Talk to me first about that golden break. You walk up to the table and you manage to achieve that to start off your Mosconi Cup. You must be so pleased.
Sorry, I didn't hear. You mean the 9 on the break?
Shall I mention that again?
Sorry?
How are you feeling?
No, of course, I feel incredible. A nice start, made the 9 in the team match. Now we played good. We took our chances, 2-0 up, couldn't be better.
How much does that give you this momentum? You've just achieved another win, and we've got 2 more games to go.
Yeah, of course, it's great. It's always great to start good into a tournament. 2-0, I think the last time we were 2-0 up is probably 8 years ago. So, yeah, proud to play with Jayson again, great teaming, and yeah, I'm happy to win, of course.
And that's obviously stayed in your memory for quite a long time there. I'm going to squeeze in the middle. Jayson, congratulations as vice-captain. How proud are you of the team's performance tonight?
Yeah, obviously the first match was very important. We lost the team match the last couple of times, so our goal was to come out, win the team match, and then me and Albin come out and put on a clinic, and then we got Filler coming out to put them to bed.
Now, you very much came out here with your game face tonight. I know how much you enjoy playing the Mosconi Cup. And who knew? You had those dance moves in you. You really got into the groove of things.
Yeah, you know, I love being here. I love the crowd. Everybody's amazing. As soon as I step into the Mosconi Cup, I just feel, I feel incredible, and I wish I could play every tournament like this. It's just incredible. Come on, guys, we're here for you. Let's hear it.
Now, just very quickly, I have to ask, who decided that rock, paper, scissors was the way forward? Was that you?
He looked at me and just put his hand out, so I knew rock, paper, scissors. I'm pretty good at that game, so I knew I would win.
Well, best of luck for the rest of the evening. Congratulations again.
Thank you.
So 2 points to the good for Team Europe. Jayson Shaw in fine form. My goodness, doesn't he just love a Mosconi Cup? Right, singles match up next. Don't go anywhere. The Mosconi Cup continues after a very short break.